Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Krista Kay, and I am on a mission to help everyone get all of their photos organized. There's some easy methods that you can use to get that phone full of pictures organized, all of the old print pictures organized, and I'm sharing my best tips and tricks right here. Hit the subscribe button if that's you, if you love your pictures like I do, and I'll keep sharing my best tips. Today I want to talk about inheriting photos. There are 4 things I suggest you absolutely do not do if you find you've inherited a large amount of photos. Whether it's boxes, albums, bins, slides, all of the above, there are steps you should take and things you should not do to make sure that you're doing the right thing with those photos. The first thing I tell everybody is do not just throw the pictures out immediately. Don't start purging, tossing. Give it a little time. This is something that requires a little effort and a little thought. Often when you find yourself in a place where somebody has recently passed or you've recently just been dumped these photos, you might feel like, who needs these? I don't care. I'm going to get rid of them. You need to make sure that you are in the right space when you start this project. Make sure that you have had a moment to grieve the loss of that loved one, to get through all of the other estate issues, and then take time when you can actually focus on the photos. Don't make a rash decision. I think you'll regret it. So I would say the first thing you need to do is make sure those photos are all just stored in a safe location for the time being until you can actually address the pictures, take the time they need to make sure that you're making great decisions with how you're going to proceed with them. The second thing I would say do not do is don't store them in an attic or a garage or an unsafe place. So while it might be a good idea to store them for a little while, I always say photos should not live where people don't live. If it's not a comfortable environment for you, it's not going to be comfortable for photographs. You need to make sure that they are stored in a way that the elements aren't going to destroy them. Humidity that might be in a garage or an attic, that will deteriorate the photos much faster. You might find in just a couple months, those photos are stuck together or faded. So you want to make sure that even if you are putting the project off for a little bit, that you are making sure those photos are stored safely. Now, while it is okay to put the project off for a little bit till you have the time to devote to it, there are a couple things that I would say do not put off too long. And that's the third thing I'm going to bring up. And that is, don't wait to ask questions. If you've inherited a lot of photos, but you don't know who's in them, make sure you're asking the relatives that are still with us that they can answer those questions. Who are in these photos? What was this scenario? Because it's the story that goes with the photos. It's just as important as those old photographs. So if you wait, you really could be in a position where you're regretting the fact that you do not know who's in these pictures. So take a moment now, ask the questions, ask what is this moment? Who are in these pictures? You'll appreciate it down the road. And the fourth thing I would say you absolutely should not do is don't procrastinate too long. If you have the time, devote the time to the project. Photos are not safe living as just a print photograph. You need to get a digital copy of them and make sure that digital copy is safely backed up. The sooner you do this, the sooner you are stopping that risk of any damage happening to those pictures. You'll appreciate this down the road too when you go and you want to have these pictures to pass down, when you want to be able to share your heritage with your own children and grandchildren. You're going to appreciate that you've taken the time to do this project and to do it right. And if you're not sure how you're going to go about getting that digital copy of your old print photos, I've actually created a course that covers just that. It's called Save Your Story. It teaches all of the easiest methods to get a digital copy of an old print photo, from just a couple to boxes and boxes full. Even the least tech-savvy person can follow along. It's super simple. Check out down below. I'll add a link to that. Let me know in the comments, have you inherited photos? Do you have generations of pictures that have been handed down to you? How are you handling those pictures? I would love to hear what your experience has been so far. Leave that comment down below and make sure and hit the subscribe button. If you love your photos like I do, I am on this mission. I want to make sure everybody knows all of the easiest steps and ways to get that digital copy of their old print photos, organize their phone full of pictures. So if that's you, hit subscribe. I'd love to have you join me here.